Right now, 300 feet beneath the waves, a nuclear submarine is cruising through the Atlantic Ocean with 150 sailors aboard. They have been underwater for 60 days straight without surfacing once. The air they are breathing, the water they are drinking, and the food they are eating is all being recycled and reused in ways that would shock you. These sailors will not see sunlight for another month, yet they are surviving in a completely self-contained ecosystem that operates like a miniature planet. But here is what nobody tells you about submarine life. The technology that keeps these sailors alive is not just impressive, it is absolutely critical. One system failure, one contamination, one mistake in the recycling process, and 150 Americans could be in serious trouble, hundreds of miles from the nearest help. Today, we are diving deep into the incredible engineering that makes months-long submarine patrols possible. We are talking about systems so advanced, they can turn seawater into drinking water, scrub carbon dioxide from the air, and stretch food supplies for months without spoilage. Before we explore these life-sustaining systems, understand this. Our submarine crews represent the pinnacle of American naval power. These vessels carry some of the most sophisticated technology our nation has ever developed. The recycling systems aboard these submarines are not just conveniences, they are the difference between mission success and catastrophic failure. Stay with us, because what you are about to learn will change everything you thought you knew about survival at sea. The United States Navy operates the most advanced submarine fleet in the world. These nuclear-powered vessels can stay submerged for months at a time, limited only by food supplies and crew endurance. But inside that steel hull, sailors face challenges that most people cannot even imagine. How do you breathe fresh air when you are sealed underwater? How do you get clean water when you are surrounded by salt water? How do you feed 150 people for 3 months without running out of space or having food spoil? Our submarine crews are the best trained sailors in any Navy worldwide. The average submariner completes over 2 years of specialized training before ever setting foot on an operational submarine. They are operating nuclear reactors, managing complex life support systems, and handling equipment that most people could not even pronounce. These young Americans, most barely out of their teens, are responsible for technology that keeps them alive in one of the most hostile environments on Earth. If you are proud of our submarine force and the incredible technology they operate, type proud in the comments below. The Air Recycling Challenge. On a submarine, every breath matters. When 150 people are sealed in a steel tube underwater, the air becomes contaminated fast. Carbon dioxide builds up from breathing, oxygen gets depleted, and without proper management, the atmosphere becomes deadly within hours. The submarine's atmosphere control system is a marvel of engineering that operates continuously, 24 hours a day, for months at a time. The primary threat is carbon dioxide poisoning. Every time a sailor exhales, they are adding carbon dioxide to the submarine's atmosphere. Too much carbon dioxide causes confusion, headaches, and eventually unconsciousness. The submarine uses massive scrubber systems filled with special chemicals that literally pull carbon dioxide out of the air. These scrubbers work like giant filters, forcing contaminated air through chemical compounds that absorb carbon dioxide and release clean air back into the submarine. But removing carbon dioxide is only half the battle. The submarine also needs to generate fresh oxygen. Nuclear submarines use a process called electrolysis to split seawater into hydrogen and oxygen. The submarine's nuclear reactor provides the massive amounts of electricity needed to run these oxygen generators continuously. The process takes seawater, runs electricity through it, and produces breathable oxygen that keeps the crew alive. The hydrogen is either used for other systems or safely vented overboard. The submarine also filters out other contaminants, cooking odors, human waste gases, cleaning chemicals, and industrial fumes from machinery all contaminate the submarine's air. Advanced filtration systems with activated carbon remove these contaminants, ensuring the air remains breathable for months. These systems are so efficient they can remove trace amounts of toxic gases that you would not even notice, but that could cause serious health problems over time. What makes this even more impressive is the precision required. The submarine monitors oxygen levels, carbon dioxide levels, humidity, and dozens of other atmospheric conditions constantly. Too much oxygen creates a fire hazard. Too little oxygen and sailors pass out. Too much humidity and equipment fails. Too little humidity and sailors get sick. Navy engineers have created systems that maintain perfect atmospheric conditions automatically, adjusting in real time as conditions change. The water recycling revolution. Fresh water is precious on a submarine. While surrounded by ocean, submariners cannot drink seawater without processing it first. A typical submarine carries enough fresh water for only a few days of normal consumption. For months-long patrols, submarines must produce their own fresh water using some of the most advanced water purification technology ever developed. The primary source of fresh water is the submarine's distillation plants. These systems take seawater and use heat from the nuclear reactor to turn it into steam. The steam is then cooled back into pure water, leaving all the salt and contaminants behind. Modern submarines can produce thousands of gallons of fresh water daily using this process. The distillation plants operate continuously, ensuring sailors always have access to clean drinking water. But submarines do not just make water, they also recycle it. Every drop of water used aboard the submarine is precious. Shower water, sink water, even water from washing machines gets processed through advanced filtration systems and reused. The submarine's water recycling systems can take contaminated water and make it cleaner than most municipal tap water. The water treatment process involves multiple stages of purification that would impress any environmental engineer. First, contaminated water passes through biological treatment systems that break down organic waste using specially cultivated bacteria. These bacteria consume harmful compounds and convert them into harmless byproducts. Next, the water flows through reverse osmosis membranes that remove microscopic particles, dissolved salts, and chemical contaminants. Finally, ultraviolet sterilization kills any remaining bacteria or viruses, ensuring that recycled water meets the highest purity standards. What is remarkable is how submarines handle human wastewater. Every submarine has sophisticated sewage treatment plants that process waste through multiple filtration stages. The treated water becomes so pure it exceeds drinking water standards in many countries. However, Navy regulations require this recycled water be used only for washing, cleaning, and other non-drinking purposes. Still, the technology exists to make it completely safe for consumption if necessary. Submarines also capture and reuse water from unexpected sources. The air conditioning systems collect condensation that would normally be wasted. Kitchen steam is captured and converted back to usable water. Even the moisture from sailors' breathing is collected and processed. Every submarine has humidity control systems that pull water vapor from the air and feed it back into the freshwater supply. This level of water conservation allows submarines to operate independently for months without requiring resupply. The food preservation masterpiece. Feeding 150 sailors for 3 months underwater requires logistics that rival feeding a small town. Submarines carry approximately 100,000 pounds of food when departing for extended patrols. Storing this much food in a confined space without spoilage presents enormous challenges that Navy food specialists have solved through innovative preservation and storage techniques. The submarine refrigeration systems maintain precise temperatures throughout multiple storage compartments. Different foods require different storage conditions, so submarines have separate freezers, refrigerated compartments, and dry storage areas, each maintaining optimal conditions for specific food types. The freezers operate at temperatures well below standard home freezers, keeping meat, vegetables, and dairy products fresh for months. Dry storage areas use advanced moisture control to prevent spoilage of flour, rice, canned goods, and other shelf-stable items. These compartments maintain specific humidity levels that prevent mold growth while preserving food quality. Special containers with airtight seals protect sensitive items from contamination and moisture damage. The submarine food service specialists, known as culinary specialists, are trained in advanced food preservation techniques. They rotate food stocks using first in, first out inventory management, ensuring nothing spoils before consumption. They also prepare meals designed to boost morale during long underwater deployments. Fresh baked bread, pizza, and even ice cream become incredibly important for crew morale when you have not seen sunlight for weeks. What makes submarine food service especially impressive is the space constraints. Submarine galleys are smaller than most home kitchens, yet they produce 3 meals daily for 150 people. Every inch of storage space is utilized efficiently. Food containers are designed to stack perfectly, maximizing storage capacity while maintaining easy access for meal preparation. The psychological impact of good food cannot be overstated. When sailors are confined underwater for months, quality meals become one of the few pleasures available. Navy studies show that food quality directly affects crew morale and mission effectiveness. That is why submarine food programs receive special funding and attention from Navy leadership. The Integrated Life Support Network. These systems do not operate independently. Air, water, and food preservation systems are interconnected in ways that maximize efficiency and provide backup capabilities. The nuclear reactor provides power for oxygen generation, water distillation, and food refrigeration. Waste heat from electrical systems helps power the distillation plants. Water from air conditioning condensation supplements the freshwater supply. This integration creates redundancy that is essential for submarine safety. If one water production system fails, others can compensate. If air scrubbers malfunction, backup systems activate automatically. The submarine's life support systems are designed with multiple layers of redundancy because failure is not an option when you are hundreds of feet underwater and days away from the nearest port. So there you have it. 300 feet below the surface right now, American submarines are operating the most sophisticated life support systems ever created. They are turning seawater into drinking water that is cleaner than what comes from your tap. They are scrubbing carbon dioxide from the air and generating fresh oxygen using nothing but electricity and seawater. They are preserving 100,000 pounds of food in spaces smaller than your garage and making it last for months without spoilage. These are not just impressive technologies, they are the invisible foundation that makes American submarine operations possible. While we sleep in our beds tonight, these systems are running continuously, keeping 150 sailors alive in an environment that would kill them within hours without this engineering marvel. Our submarine crews do not just operate these systems, they depend on them completely. Every breath they take, every drop of water they drink, every meal they eat exists because of technology most people never think about. These young Americans are living proof that American engineering and ingenuity can overcome any challenge. The next time you turn on a faucet or take a breath of fresh air, remember there are sailors underwater right now doing the same thing using some of the most advanced technology our nation has ever built. They are out there protecting America with nothing but recycled air, recycled water, and carefully preserved food, keeping them alive. If this opened your eyes to what our submarine force accomplishes every single day, hit that subscribe button and share this with someone who would appreciate learning about the incredible technology that keeps our sailors safe underwater.